Hello everyone and welcome back to another Buddies Bar update. Now if you're new to the channel, we have just acquired a bar in Los Cristianos in Tenerife. If you're returning, a big welcome back. I'm sure you're all keen to see the progress that's gone on over the last few days, and they've made quite good progress. Again, there's been more bumps in the road though. A few little things have gone on that the builders had to rectify, so I'm going to go through all that as well. But we can see some big visual changes this time. So let's jump right into it. The first picture I'm going to throw up on the screen does show the bathroom downstairs. You can see it's all been tiled now, all those frames painted. Now you can see some of the pipe work there in that picture. That is where they've had a few issues this week. They did go to try and connect some of the pipe work, and the pipe work was completely rotten. So it was falling off, crumbling as they were touching it. So we did have to approve some new pipe work. So they've been working hard doing all that. I'm going to put a little picture up as well. They've been putting some of that pipe work through to that boiler area. So it does all connect up and work properly. But yeah, a lot of the pipe work, once they dug in a little bit, was just completely rotted. As you can, these buildings built back in the 80s, so a lot of the pipe work was well and truly finished. We've got a little video of walking through into the bathroom there as well, showing those new tiles. We've got the new sinks in there as well, looking good. And I believe that might be one of the new toilets. I'm not too sure yet, possibly not. We had an issue with those toilets, so I'm not sure if they managed to get new ones yet or not. But yeah, the main thing was that pipe work. The minute they started touching it, it just started going completely, crumbling in their hands and everything. So the next image I'm going to throw up on the screen does show a view looking out towards the bar, and you can see that there is now that bar frame above the bar. That's going to store all of the liquors, all of the glasses as well are going to be up there hanging down. Like what a lot of the bars have got, they've been handmade and welded to fit to size. And you can also see on the end of the bar there on that top section, you can see the frame there for a TV. That is where one of the TVs is going to go, up above the bar there. So there'll be a screen on there rather than having it against, trying to come out from the wall. That'll be nicely hung above the bar. So that has also gone on there as well, that little framework. So yeah, you can see all of the shelving at the back of the bar as well, where we're going to have all the glasses, cocktail glasses, again, probably more liquors and stuff that we need to store up there. So that frame has all gone in. I think it looks great. It's exactly what we wanted. So do let me know your thoughts on that one. And you can see in this little video clip here, just the scale of it, how it's looking. They're starting to painting the outside now, getting to work with the paintwork. They have said that they might have to bring in another painter to try and get the speed of it up a little bit. They say they're falling behind a little bit paintwork wise, but I think it's looking great. You can see that framework as well, how that's going to look from looking into the bar with that TV frame on there. And then you can also see outside, I'm going to put a picture up here of the new slightly higher guardrail outside, fence rail, however you'd like to call it, before you go up the stairs, and that matches the one that was already there dividing our stairs with next door. So that all matches, but it's stronger, much better quality, and also a little bit higher, making it a bit safer. And then that all ties in. That's all going to be painted nice, and then we're going to have something to go over the disability ramp there, the access ramp. But I think that looks really nice. It came out nice. We were and ahhing whether to go for that, whether to just put the old little fence back in or make a new one. And I think the new one looks great. It's going to tie in nicely with our the other one, the other side, going up the stairs. So I think that looks great. There's a little shot there of it looking from outside into the bar. I think it's looking really, really good. And then I have got a shot here as well of just how much work's gone into that bar frame and shelving. Hanging above the bar, but also all the shelving as well. You can see some of the other framework that's been made for a lower bar top as well. It's going to have I think it's going to have the sink and the glass washer underneath. We have got a glass washer, so that's going to be all fit into size, looking nice. Looking down the stairs now, we can see they have done a lot of paintwork. It's looking nice and bright as you come from outside terrace going downstairs. That used to be all yellow. We had a bit of damp coming in. They've sorted all that damp and looking down now, it is that very light shade of bluey grey. And then a shot here as well of the outside terrace, which has now all been painted a nice fresh coat of white. It looks absolutely lovely up there, really bright and fresh. Really do like that. We've got a little video clip here as well of that, just showing all that paintwork. Really smart up there. Still got to get rid of that that satellite dish is still up there, but I think upstairs looks great. You can also see on this video, I'm going to throw a picture up as well of our new speakers upstairs as well. They're not going to be super loud or anything. It's just going to be calm, sort of light, ambient music. Nothing booming or anything like that. But we've kept them nice and low because I think the sound's going to be a little bit better from coming a bit lower than up high. Not going to disturb anyone with that. It's just going to be nice to have a little bit of music upstairs as well for anyone who's having a drink upstairs. So we've got those speakers are all in. They're all wired in as well. So obviously that takes a lot of time. It's quite complicated. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. They've cracked on quite a lot. We'll see if the second painter is going to come in and speed things up with paintwork wise. We are still waiting on the granite for the bar. Once that comes, we can then start getting pumps fitted, coolers downstairs, everything like that. You can also see in one of the pictures that they have got the speaker in the bar area as well. So all of that sound system is in. It's a very good sound system that we went for. Good sound, not too loud, but it's going to have nice sound throughout, and we can play with the different sound levels from each floor, each area and things like that. It's going to be multi-controlled. So yeah, really exciting. I hope you have enjoyed that little bit of an update. Do let me know your thoughts. The feedback on the colour on the last video was quite good. I do think once you start adding, logos and, different bottles behind the bar and other little coloured things, it is going to take away from that grey colour a little bit. I think it does look nice and bright in there as well now. It does look much bigger. We might go for a few mirrors somewhere as well. If you do have any recommendations for us from seeing the pictures and videos, do let us know down in the comments. If you've got any suggestions, do let me know what you think of it so far as well. I think they're working really hard, working really well, and obviously rectifying any of these issues. What they said was it was a good job that they did find the issues with the pipes, because in a few months' time or a year's time, they said it was probably going to be a big leak down there. So better that they fixed it now sooner rather than later. But I think it's looking really good. So do let me know your thoughts. If you are looking to see more videos from the bar, if you haven't seen it all being ripped out and everything, there is a whole Buddies Bar playlist on the channel. We'll be back soon to give more updates as well. I might squeeze in one more little one while I'm still here in Orlando, Florida. We'll see if there's any big changes. But I want to show that bar frame going in was a big change, and also the fence outside and the speakers. So some little changes I wanted to show you, and then also mention about those pipes. They were another little cost that unfortunately we've got to do. A few of you have said, how come you're spending so much money on a unit that isn't yours? Now, what you've got to bear in mind is with Tenerife, property prices, and in particular commercial units, are very expensive. If I was to put a guesstimate on the price of the unit of the bar that we have over those 3 stories in the area it's in, you would probably price that at around probably 500,000 or 600,000, possibly more, maybe a little bit less, but the units are very expensive. So I'd probably say about 70 or 80% of the bars that you go into in Tenerife are not owned by the people who own the business, if that makes sense. So you've got the business name and the bar and everything, but they will be renting the unit. The units are worth a fortune. I did see one in the Passerella was up for sale for 900,000. Now, by the time you add all the taxes on, the fees and everything, you're looking at nearly €1 million for a restaurant unit in the Passerella Centre in Los Cristianos. So the units are very expensive. Most of the businesses you will see will be renting that unit from someone who got lucky and bought it back in the day, or who have bought it as an investment to make money from, and they just have the rent coming in. But obviously, if you want to have a nice bar, you're not just going to rent it and keep it looking, dingy and have broken things and stuff. You've got to put some money into it and make it look nice. So that's just how it goes. In a way, that will increase the value of the business when you go to sell it on. Obviously, you've got long rental agreements as well. I believe ours is around 10 years, I think it is. So you've got the rental agreement. They're not going to kick you out. They can't just kick you out like that anyway. Then obviously we own the business, the actual bar business, but the unit itself and most of the units you will see will not be owned by the business, so to speak, if that makes sense. So although, yes, we are throwing a lot of money at it, it should increase the value of the business anyway. But also we want to have a nice bar. It's, you know, you've got to make it nice. There's nothing else you can do. The landlord isn't going to pay for all the changes. So that's sort of just how it works in Tenerife. So I just wanted to give you a bit of an idea on that, because a lot of people have said, you know, are you crazy? They can kick you out next week or things like that. So just wanted to clarify that a little bit and make it a little bit more sense as to why a lot of businesses don't buy the units. A lot of people, it's not even an option to buy the unit. Even if we wanted to, the guy's not selling it. He's quite happy just collecting his rent. I think he's got a few of them. There's quite a few sort of tycoons who own quite a lot of units and stuff in Tenerife. A lot of the same people own quite a lot of the bar units and things like that. So I hope that does clarify that. Thank you all very much for watching. Do please hit the thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And stride on. We'll see you soon for another update.